Debt collectors won't leave you alone. Worse, they're calling your parents, your friends, maybe your coworkers, demanding money, spilling your private information. It's mortifying, it's stressful, and it can cost you relationships and reputation. Sometimes it can cost you your job, but you're not powerless. Money troubles are hard enough to handle. When debt collectors add public humiliation to the mix, it can feel unbearable. Constant anxiety, the fear of your phone ringing, the embarrassment of knowing people are discussing your financial struggles, it can take a massive toll. If you're in that situation, there's a law to protect you, maybe multiple laws. So there's three primary things you want to look for if you want to see if you have a case against someone calling you and making these calls. They actually need to be a debt collector. There's an FDCPA standard for a debt collector. Sometimes the original creditor can be liable too, but not under the FDCPA. They'd have to be liable under some other statute. There are some exceptions to that as well, where the creditor can be liable under the FDCPA. Those are pretty nuanced. I would talk to an attorney about that. But they need to be somewhat, I hate to use the word legitimate, but I've used that before. It can't be Billy in his mommy's basement making spam calls, trying to get money out of people with Apple Pay cards or whatever. It's got to be a collection company that's usually licensed, insured, those kind of things. If it's not, then the people are real, and what the damage they're doing is real, but we just can't get to them. There's no way to get them served and that sort of thing. And unfortunately, that's pretty common. And I would say that they're really doing some of the stuff that I was describing earlier. The chances of them being sort of fake and scammy is pretty high. Most of your legitimate folks don't do that as much anymore because they get sued for that quite a bit. There are some exceptions, of course, and they are doing it, which is why we're still in business. But if they're doing really crazy things, the first thing I assume is they're a scam. They also need to reveal your debt to others. Vague references, it's not going to get it. They can call people and ask for your location information, but if they start talking about, outstanding bills and say you owe them money and the amount and what it's for and those kind of things, that's revealing your debt to others. They're not supposed to do that. You also can't have given them written permission. If you've given them permission, allowing them to discuss with, a spouse or parent or something like that, then them talking to them and sharing that information within the limits of what you gave them authority to do is probably not a violation. But if those three conditions exist, relief is possible, justice is possible. We can help you, or another FDCPA attorney can help you make the call stop and receive potential compensation. You won't get rich on FDCPA claims, but you will stop them, and you will get enough to pay your attorney's fees and give you a little extra money on the side. Hopefully, this can cover whatever emotional distress, damage to your reputation, even if there's lost income, if the harassment affected your work. The clock is ticking, though. And you probably won't have to pay for an attorney if you can get one. Most FDCPA attorneys pursue these claims on a contingency basis, so you don't have to pay any money out of pocket. But the statute of limitations does run. It's about a year. Sometimes it's shorter depending on the state you're in. We have to send out some letters sometimes a month before we sue them, so that cuts down a little bit. So don't waste time. Reach out to attorney as soon as you can if this kind of behavior is affecting you. But if you have any questions about this kind of issue or any other consumer law concern, we're happy to chat. Cliff Carlson Law, give us a call.